Good morning from New York. Can you believe it is the last day of our trip? It's crazy.
We've got one more travel day to go to get us home to Melbourne.
We've just packed up our suitcase for the very last time, which I think they're packed to the brim, guys.
They are. We are full up.
So as part of our little long travel day home, we're flying from New York to Los Angeles and then Los Angeles to Melbourne, which is a 14-hour flight. But anyway, what we're thought we would do is a little recap of our trip. We've come up with some questions that we're going to answer about the trip, and we both haven't discussed what our answers are yet. So as we're checking out of our hotel in New York, we're going to do the first question, which is if you could change one thing about the trip, what would you change?
For me, I would have loved to have been able to find a way to incorporate the Australia game where they played in the round of 16. It wasn't able to be incorporated because of the cruise, but that's what I would have changed.
Yeah, that was a shame.
Yeah.
But we knew that going in. Finally, the thing that I thought I would change was about that first part of the trip in France as well. I probably would have preferred to spend more time in that kind of Alps region because it just looks really beautiful, and we didn't have a lot of time there, and probably a bit less time in like the north and south of France. I don't know. It's a small thing. I had a great time. So,
all right, let's go and check out. So we're at the JFK airport. We're just ready, waiting to get on our plane to LAX, and I've got the next question. So what has been the biggest surprise of the whole trip?
This one was hard. I found all of them hard though, so I think for me, probably I really thought after 3 or 4 weeks I'd be like, okay, I'm done with traveling. I just want to go home, back to, normal life. But I haven't. I don't want to go home. I'm happy just to keep going. I'm all good. What about you?
Slovenia was the surprise packet for me. I know we've gone on about it a bit, but I just didn't have many expectations, and I just fell in love with the place. Like, it was just amazing. I really, really, really loved Ljubljana and Slovenia and the whole country.
It was pretty cool.
So we've boarded our flight to LAX, and we've just settled in. We're in premium economy, which is really nice. So we're up to our next question. Of all the cities that we've visited, what is the most likely one that you would want to live in?
I've been thinking about it, and I was gonna say Copenhagen, but I couldn't do winters there. I think it would be really rough. So I'm going Ljubljana because cost of living was great, and there's just so many beautiful things easily accessible in Slovenia.
That was on my list. I've got 3.
Okay.
So I was going to go with Copenhagen because the lifestyle...
Year round or just in summer?
I'm sure they've got the winters managed. Ljubljana. But the surprise packet for me was New Jersey. I could have lived in New Jersey. Just wandering around there, I really thought it would have been a nice place to live.
Yeah, we were in Hoboken, so yeah. I don't know if it makes a difference around, but there you go. Interesting. We've made it to Los Angeles.
Feeling weary now because I had a big sleep on that plane.
So we've got 2 hours here, and then we get on our flight to Melbourne, which is 14 hours. Let's not talk about it.
Try not to think about it.
Okay, next question, Dan. What was your most favourite experience on the whole trip?
Okay, for me it was the Australia versus Brazil game. in the Women's Soccer World Cup because it was an amazing experience. It was something I'd always wanted to do, but that game in particular was so exciting. We were losing 2-0 and then we won 3-2, and it was such an exciting experience. So what was yours?
I'm just going to say I'm a Libran. There's no way I can just choose one out of all the amazing things that we've done. I will say it has been I really enjoyed catching up with some friends that we don't get to see all the time. So Christina and Brian and Erika and all of our friends at Keto Fest. That was awesome. I really enjoyed swimming in Lake Bled. That was like a super highlight for me because I love the water and it was so fresh. But I'm going with the bear watching.
I was going to do the bears and then I thought the soccer. So
that was just such an awesome experience. The whole thing was just hilarious. So I have to go bear watching. Now I know you're probably wondering what you're going to do with your days now that our travel vlogs are finishing, but don't worry, there's more coming in November.
So in November we are going to Japan for a week. Please let us know in the comments below if you've enjoyed watching our travel vlogs, and we will vlog in Japan.
And just like that, 27 hours later,
just like that,
we're back home. But we've got one more question. What was the thing that you missed the most while we were away?
I missed my bed. We did sleep in some really comfortable beds, but we also slept in some terrible beds. So I'm looking forward to a good night's sleep in my bed.
I miss my fur babies. This is Scout. She's not very happy because I picked her up. And this is Jemmy.
Well, that's the end of our massive long holiday. We're so glad we had you guys come along for the ride with us, and we hope you enjoyed spending the time watching us travelling around.
Yeah, and thanks to everyone who's commented, like over on Facebook or on YouTube, because it's been really fun catching up with you. But anyway, we'll be going back to our regular videos. We'll have recipes and all sorts of things about keto coming up over the next couple of months, so make sure you subscribe to follow along.
Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.